A balcony in every bedroom, literally my dream. Let's go explore, guys. So we're gonna start off on the compound. This plot is 50 by 100 and it's located here in Kira. So we have a bit of grass on the left-hand side of me here. It's a good amount of size, honestly, like just a little bit of breath of fresh air, see just touches of greenery while you enjoy yourself out on the compound is quite nice. On the other side of the house here, we have a balcony area we'll get into once we go and explore the living room. You have plenty of space for at least 3 cars, I would say, maybe 4 squeezed in here. So you're able to host people as they come and visit you in this beautiful home. Let's go check out the living room. I want to take note that all the rooms have wood doors, quality, we love to see it. So as you come on in here, you start off in the living room area. So very standard area as we normally see in these quality homes that we've been featuring on the channel. There's gypsum ceiling with ample amount of lighting, but as you can see, we are in the middle of the day. It is about to be afternoonish evening, but ample amount of sunlight. So I absolutely love to see that. Over here, you have a floor to ceiling slidey door with the grills. I know a lot of people care about the security. And then that balcony area that I mentioned earlier. As you follow me this way, it is open concept, of course. We end up in the dining room area, whether it's a round table or rectangular, it's really up to you, but you're able to see quite a few people here as well. And then also wanted to mention there's a slidey door out here that takes you to the staff quarters, which we'll talk about in a moment. And again, big windows, natural lighting. You can see me, the color is beautiful. Like it's just nice to see the sun come throughout the day. As you guys follow me, we're here in the kitchen area. So first and foremost, there's an area for the fridge, of course. I love that they have space up top, cabinetry space. So on all the videos, I can always say, we don't have a lot of storage space in most homes. So it's quite nice when you can get everything that you need in one room. So all the kitchen stuff can be here in the kitchen. So as we proceed, we have a really nice cabinetry as well here. And then they make use of all the way to the ceiling. You have your sink here, plenty of countertop space. There's a stovetop here as well, and then plenty of cabinetry here too. And then of course down below, an area that you can also hide when you have your like gas cooker and stuff. We obviously skipped a very important part here, which is the island. This is really nice. I love to separate spaces, like where you have breakfast is different than where you have dinner, which is different than where you have snacks. Like if you have such a big, beautiful home, why not make use of the space, right? And what's so beautiful about an island, which I like to see in most of the videos, is that there's extra storage space as well for all the beautiful appliances that you'll be using to host all your wonderful people that you either live with or entertain in this home. So just behind me here, I loved this space. There's an area here which would be perfect for storage, laundry, or staff quarters. There's also another room for staff quarters and a washroom out there as well. And then behind in the back of the house, there's also space for the water tank. So all the things that you need organized are back there, which is quite nice. So I wanted to mention the home is like 98% done. There's just a few little finishings here and there. And then there's just like minor touches. So do keep that in mind as you follow me and you see the building materials in the back. So as you proceed this way, there's space under the stairs, obviously for storage as usual. What I love about this home is that they actually blocked it off. So you can do a lot with this space here. There's a guest bathroom, it's really large actually, which is quite nice. What I would probably do is put this sink in there and let that be the guest bathroom. Then you'd have another sink and organized area here for your laundry. go ahead and put your machine, an ironing area, a place to maybe even hang things that are more delicate that should be inside, and then a washing base sink. So we don't obviously have a lot of these spaces sometimes and consider them in homes when building in Uganda, but it's really nice when you have the space to play around to be able to do that. So I do like my laundry appliances inside. That's what I'm used to. All right, proceed and follow me. We're gonna check out bedroom 1. So as you guys come on in, we're here in bedroom number 1. One thing I want to note, which I really do like, is when we're looking at the cabinetry space, most of the rooms have slidey doors. Now, I find this very important because when you're opening doors, sometimes you get obstruction through either the other main door or there's things and whatever. If you can make use of slidey doors, why not? So I do like that. Again, like most homes that we feature in Uganda, which I love, we have gigantic ceilings. They're so tall. So it's quite nice that you have your storage space up there all the way to the ceiling. So you can put like luggage up there and all your main things that you need down here, or vacation clothes up there. If you like to go to the cold, it's your cold stuff. You have space to store. So we have a regular decent sized bedroom here, which would be perfect for a double bed, a simple double bed, and perhaps like a desk right across. But there's a lot of window space, which now brings in a lot of natural light. So before we get into the bathroom, I wanted to share, I did say every room has a balcony. I wasn't joking. So this one is the only bedroom on the main floor, and this one has like a walkout balcony area. So this would be great as like a guest bedroom. So as you follow me here, we end up in the bathroom. So I said the house is 98% done. The 2%, small things. A partition, that's something that you would consider here, but the bathroom is well planned, so there is space for you to be able to add that glass partition that you would want. And it's a good sized bathroom. You're not squeezed in coming in. Great for a guest or anyone that you want to stay on the first floor. All right, let's go check out those 3 other bedrooms upstairs. So please follow me up. I say this in every home, natural lighting is so important in every area. If you can add it, add it. We live in too beautiful of a country to not take advantage of the beautiful sun, the light, and the greenery. So of course you have your stunning, very tall, skinny window through the staircase. Again, we have a beautiful chandelier. One thing I've noticed about developers in Uganda, we love lighting. All right, so once you reach the 2nd floor, we're gonna check out the 2 bedrooms to the left, then the rest of the house. So as you follow me in here, we're in the 2nd bedroom, very decent sized bedroom. Again, would fit a double bed in here. And what I love is the balconies. I feel like this is like a component that as a kid, I didn't get. And I remember asking my parents, like, I just want to add a balcony. But there's too many rules and provisions in Canada. If you live in a subdivision and a cookie cutter home, more likely than none, zoning will tell you absolutely not. So this is something that I really wanted. So it's quite nice to see that you can play around with a lot of things that you might not be able to, or off of an already existing built home that's maybe like 20 years abroad. So again, this bathroom is similar to the one downstairs. Toilet, shower, sink, same positioning, and there's space for a partition as well. The difference is when you come in here, the closet is on this one side and is a bit smaller than the one down. So it's not a slidey one, it is an open door one. But there is space here to accommodate for the doors to open and whatnot. Yeah, let's go check out the next bedroom. So we are here in a beautifully lit bedroom. This is bedroom number 3. As you can see, the sun is hitting me because it's really nice. And mind you, we've been in different directions throughout the house. yet you're still getting a beautiful pouring in of light, which is quite nice. So again, this would be a great room for a double bed. And as mentioned last time, downstairs, the slidey door closet. For rooms that are a bit smaller, again, like I said, this is a really nice component that I haven't seen a lot of in Uganda, which is quite nice. And then you have your storage up top as well. So as you follow me here, before we get into that beautiful balcony, we are here in the bathroom. Again, the shower, there's a room for a partition, the standard toilet, and your standard sink. So this balcony opens. We're gonna come out here for just a minute. So as you can see, what is quite nice that I wanna mention is that there's a house being built behind. So you really are in a residential area. It is an up and coming area. We'll get a little bit more about the area in a second when we get into master bedroom, but it is an up and coming area, but residential. So you know that all the plots around you will be homes, which is quite nice. All right, let's go check out a bonus room, then the master bedroom. All right, so we have a bonus room here, a second living room area. Love to see it. So I'm so used to seeing these where it's a second one, not so much in Canada in older build homes, maybe the newer ones. Perhaps they'd consider to use upstairs as well and play around. But you usually would have like your sitting room and your living room on the same floor downstairs. Mainly homes built in like the 80s and stuff. So it's quite nice to have that separation, as I mentioned in previous videos. So you can have like your mess, your fun, all your family fun upstairs. And then downstairs is more like where guests come and visit and like the prim proper sitting room versus the living room, which is the one upstairs. So again, you can play around with the space differently if you want. You can maybe make it an office space, but I feel like this would be a nice, lively secondary area for yourself, your kids, or your guests to enjoy. All right, so let's get into the master. So what I love about this master is that it has like a foyer entrance of its own. It's quite funny. So I kind of feel like you could play around with that space artistically or do some fun stuff interior design wise and whatnot. But as you come in, this room is well lit. It is beautiful. There's windows in every direction, honestly. There's natural light pouring in from the bathroom. There's the balcony here, and then there's windows on the left-hand side. So they did not skimp out on that at all. And what I love is even across from us, there's someone who's building, but even if they go 2 stories, you still are able to see views of the rolling hills, Kira, the greenery. So that doesn't get obstructed when you're on the 2nd floor of this house, which is quite nice. So yeah, I feel like let's go check out this balcony and talk about the area a little bit. So we are here in Kira, as previously mentioned. We're actually very close to the main road. Kira is a developing area. So as you can see, there's a lot of developments around. People are building, but again, they're all residential plots, which is very important. I know a lot of people have mentioned in comments or DMs that, you know, your neighbors or this, that, and the third, you actually know that these are all homes. People will be moving into them. So Kira, as previously mentioned, there's clinics in the area. If those want to be close proximity, just in case you never know. There's Sea Care Clinic, there's Bethany Hospital. In terms of schools, if you have little ones that you oversee, take care of, there's Apollo Kagwa, there is Green Hill, one of their divisions is over here as well. And then there's also Stonebridge School. And just in the general area, there's a Frayne supermarket, there's plenty of pharmacies, there's plenty of there's a cafe, there's a lot happening in Kira. And as they're developing the roads, which is so nice to see finally, it's quite nice that you'll have direct access on a clean, organized road. So we talked about the area. Let's go and check out the rest of the master suite, and then we get into the price. Let's go. So follow me through to get to the washroom. So as you enter on the left-hand side, or your left-hand side, you are greeted with the sinks. What I love is that they're double sinks. We see more of this because assumption is you're living here with someone. I don't know, but maybe. And if that's the case, it's quite nice to have your own areas to get ready, especially if your schedules are clashing and you can take use of this big bathroom. So of course there's a space for the mirrors and for a lit up mirror and stuff. 92% done, just a little few finishings here and there. So as you come in, there's a toilet, the shower, which you can add the partition area, which is so simple and still have plenty of space to walk through. And then an area for the bathtub. I just see literally a beautiful clawfoot bathtub in this area. This is a really nice sized bathroom and to play around with as well. So again, 92% done, which is quite nice because you can come in and kind of dictate a few of the last minute things, like putting your tub or picking the tub that you want. You guys buy it, put it in this beautiful house, it's yours. All right, let's go check out one of my favorite little areas. As you guys always know, the closet. So this is a walk-in closet, but interestingly enough, you're walking into a balcony. I was like, this is my type of space. What do you mean? So it is essentially its own little room here. What I love is you're able to see your nice, beautiful clothing pieces through this glass closet here. And you have plenty of space above and then a ample amount of closet space. And I like that this house has other rooms and space and areas. This would be my closet personally. And again, this space on the left, there's more space for you to have your belongings. What I love is this balcony. Let's come out here and just have a chit chat. So I want to talk to you guys quickly about the price. So this home goes for 750 million shillings, which is just around 205,000. It really depends on what day you check the dollar. And again, you're sitting on 50 by 100 in Kira, 4 bedrooms, 5 baths. This is a really nice home. I just love that. Honestly, this is a really beautiful master suite, but not only that, every single room has a balcony, then your master suite has 2. Those little components where you could really play around with space. And I like to see that developers in Uganda are doing things that aren't necessarily the same cookie cutter that you see abroad. And there's trying to figure out their style and what they want to do within the country. And I like that. I feel like we play around with outdoor and indoor space so beautifully. This weather's too nice. What else would you do? Anyway, if you are interested or think you know anyone who are interested, please share this video and also comment down below. In the description box is where you can reach out to me and I'll be happy to share and tour this house with you. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll check you in my next video. Bye guys.